Hey beauty, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I'll be ranking the vanilla fragrances in my fragrance collection. I have 7 in total and an honorable mention. So if you're interested to see what they are, as well as my ranking of them, then please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in for another video. I am so grateful. To those of you who are new here on this channel, I make videos on lifestyle, luxury. I do review videos to include perfume reviews, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of my motherhood journey. So if any of those things sound good to you, then I think you will love it here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. Before I get started, I know that some people refer to vanillas in a variety of different ways, but for this video and for me personally, these are fragrances that I feel are at least 85% vanilla. So there's mostly vanilla in these fragrances. When I think about these fragrances, vanilla is the prominent note. They have vanilla at the forefront. All right, so I just wanted to make that clear before we jump in. And before we get started, I will go ahead and talk about my honorable mention, La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And the reason why this is in my honorable mention is because although this fragrance has a lot of vanilla in it, it also has a lot of pear. So it's not like purely a vanilla fragrance, but it does have a healthy dose of vanilla, and I love this fragrance, y'all. This fragrance is a juicy pear, a very sweet, overripe pear with a healthy dose of vanilla and vetiver at the base. This fragrance is a very, very sensual, very feminine, very sexy. This is a cold weather fragrance or a nighttime fragrance, and I've really been enjoying this one. This is a very, very mouth-watering fragrance. It's very sensual, but it also has a perfumey touch. So it is not overly foody or anything like that, but the pear in here is a very juicy pear, a mouth-watering pear, and then it has a super duper sweet vanilla, and vetiver kind of rounds it out and keeps it from getting too thick, too nauseating, because I think if the vetiver were not in here, this might be a little nauseating for some. But the vetiver makes this very grown up, and I love this fragrance. It's a really nice vanilla, but it's a pear infused vanilla. So this is Jean-Paul Gaultier's La Belle. So this video has a little bit of a weird number. I have 8 fragrances here, and but 8 is one of those special numbers. So 7 completes things and 8 is like a fresh start. So I'm okay with only having 8 in this video. I have sold a lot of fragrances. My goal is to keep my collection at about 30 to 35 bottles of perfume. And so I'm always, decluttering and just keeping things that make me happy. Coming in at number 8 is Zara's Vanilla Vibration. I love this fragrance, y'all. It is so good. It's a very heavy cardamom fragrance. So cardamom is all throughout the fragrance. You get that cardamom at the top, in the heart notes, and at the base. It's a beautifully done cardamom. It's smooth, not too spicy. The vanilla in here is very prominent. I feel like this one has maybe about like 70% vanilla and then 30% spice, that cardamom spice. So this is a very, very sophisticated fragrance, and I was quite surprised to get something like this from Zara. The reason why Vanilla Vibration is number 8 on my list is because I tend to enjoy a more feminine smell when it comes to my fragrances. I can appreciate unisex fragrances that are beautifully blended, that are really sophisticated, and have really good ingredients. And so this is one that I feel like is beautifully blended and super sophisticated and smells like a niche fragrance. Like if you have this on, no one's gonna know that you have on Zara. Such a great price, such a great scent. Oh, I just love this. This is like a cozy weather type of scent. This would be great on really cold days. I think this would be appropriate for the office in moderation, so not going heavy on it. It does last a very long time. It lasts at least 5 hours on the clothes and skin. I think performance-wise, this is pretty much consistent. It's pretty much the same as a designer eau de parfum. So this is a love for me, but I don't reach for it very often because it is more unisex. And so I have to be in the mood for something like this to wear it, because typically I'm reaching for those scents that are either really super sweet, like a really gourmand type of scent, or something that has a little bit of a floral in it, a floral type of note, a juicy note, or something like that. So anyway, this is Vanilla Vibration from Zara. Coming in at number 7 is one of my newest fragrances, and this is Goldfield & Banks Silky Woods Elixir. This is such a classy, sophisticated, opulent, luxe smelling scent that it had to make this list, and I think this is a gorgeous vanilla. This is coming in at number 7 for a couple of reasons. One, this is a more masculine leaning scent, and as I said previously, I tend to reach for more feminine smelling scents or really sweet type of scents, juicy scents with a floral note. This one does not have any type of juicy notes, but it is very sweet. And the other reason why this is number 7 is because this does open up with a green note, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes before you start getting the absolutely most gorgeous vanilla in this fragrance. I was going to initially get Silky Woods, but I opted for Silky Woods Elixir, and I am happy that I did that because this, compared to the original Silky Woods, is an amazing fragrance, is much sweeter, much deeper, much more complex, much more sophisticated. It just opens up with a really green note, and it leans a little bit more masculine until you start to get to that dry down. But yeah, this is beautiful. I love this. I have a video all about this fragrance that I just posted a little while ago, so I will link it here so you can watch. But yes, this is Silky Woods Elixir by Goldfield & Banks, coming in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is one of my all-time favorite vanilla scents. This is a scent that just makes me feel super cozy, super comforted. It's a lactonic scent. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. I absolutely love this scent, and that is Vanilla Milk by Ellis Brooklyn. What can I say? Vanilla milk is a cup of milk infused with vanilla extract, a healthy dose, lots of vanilla extract, and some kind of a syrup, like a maple syrup or an agave syrup, or even honey, but there's no honey note in here, but just imagine the sweetness of honey. That's what this is. It's a cup of milk with all of that sweet vanilla good stuff inside of it, trapped in a bottle. This may have a little bit of a woody base, I'm not sure. I feel like I detect a little bit of wood at the base, but y'all, this is just, for me, a sweet glass of milk. It's not necessarily warm milk, and it's not really cold milk either. It's somewhere in between, but it is so good. I didn't realize how good this was until I sprayed it on my skin and I walked out of Sephora. And by the time I got home, I knew that I had to have a full bottle. I had walked out with the travel size, and I went back for the full bottle because the way this developed on my skin was unreal. It felt like my skin was just naturally sweet, like the sweetness was emanating from within and coming through on my skin, and I just love that about this fragrance. It's a very cozy scent. It's not very projecting, but you will have a nice cozy sweet scent bubble around you, and this is very, very long lasting. So this is an amazing scent, one of my favorites. As you can see, it's like almost done. I love this scent. I love to wear it for bed, and I also love to wear it when it's a little bit warmer, because I feel like this really performs nicely when there's a little bit of heat, a little bit of humidity. You know, the heat from your skin warms it up. I feel like this shines really nicely in the spring and early summer. Coming in at number 5 is one that is so sophisticated. It's a designer scent that I didn't think I would like. I didn't like any of the previous flankers, but this flanker just stole my heart. It was a love at first sniff, and it's been a love ever since, and it is Black Opium Le Parfum by YSL. This is a beautiful white flower infused vanilla. So the white florals in here are detectable, but they're not at the forefront. They're not center stage. They are kind of supportive and really give this vanilla a little bit more body and a little bit more depth, in my opinion. Then you get a healthy dose of vanilla, so maybe about 80–85% vanilla in here, and the rest is florals and coffee. They do say that there are solar notes in here. I can kind of detect the solar notes in here. It does have a slightly airy quality and a slightly beachy quality. The solar notes give this a little bit more levity, a little bit more airiness, but they're not your sunscreen type of solar notes. I don't detect any type of sunscreeniness in this fragrance. This is just a sophisticated vanilla. It smells so grown up, so sexy, so sophisticated, and I think that's what makes this stand out so much in my collection, is that it has white florals in it, but it's still a very beautiful vanilla. The coffee note in here is something that's at the background as well. I don't detect a lot of coffee in here. I feel like it's more of a supportive note, a note that gives this body, a note that gives this depth. And so yeah, this is a beautiful vanilla forward fragrance with a little bit of white floral background. So I love this. It is such a good fragrance, very long lasting as well. Absolutely gorgeous on the skin. When your skin warms this up, it comes to life. And that's one of the things I love when fragrances do. Like when you put them on your skin, they basically take on a whole nother personality. So that's what this does for me. This is a beautiful scent. This is YSL Black Opium Le Parfum. One of the newest vanilla fragrances in my collection is a one that speaks to my personality so well, and that is Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. The reason why I say Devotion speaks to my personality so well is because it's super sweet. It's rich, it's very savory, so it's not just a sweet fragrance, it has depth, but it never gets too sweet. It's playful, it's feminine, it's sexy, but it's nothing that is juvenile. It is just a beautifully done fragrance. It has a little bit of freshness at the opening, but that quickly develops into something sweet, and as it dries down, it gets rich and thick and savory, and I love that about this fragrance. This fragrance is a beautiful mixture of a citrus note with a sweet note. I didn't think I would like citrus and sweet until I tried this fragrance. I've tried Acros Bake and I've tried Lyra by Xerjoff, and for some reason this one stood out to me because of the presence that it had, which is another reason why I quite enjoy this. I don't like loud fragrances or overly obnoxiously like beast mode fragrances, but I love a fragrance that has a presence to it where you can smell it, but it's not doing too much. The fragrance doesn't arrive in the room before you do, but it is there and you can tell it's there. That's kind of where I like my fragrances to be, and this is it for me. I've gotten compliments on this one. I've been told I smell sweet and delicious with this one. I was at the mall and someone said that to me, and so this is a beautiful fragrance, a compliment getter. It's sweet but not too sweet, never gets too sweet. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful this time of year in the winter. And I think this is going to be amazing in the spring as well. I cannot wait to try it out in the spring. Yeah, this is just awesome. This is just beautiful. And the bottle, I love the bottle. The bottle is also so me. I love how the bottle has like this statement piece right in the middle. It's otherwise very simple, but it has like a statement piece right in the middle. And I feel like that is so me. So that is why this sits at number 4 in my vanilla fragrances. We are getting down to the wire and we are at number 3. And coming in at number 3, y'all, is Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand. This scent right here, this is like one of the most sophisticated scents in my collection. Like this sits right at the top of all of my fragrances all together as far as elegance and sophistication. And yet somehow this also is one of the most beautiful, sweet smelling, edible smelling scents in my collection. Oh, this is so good. It's just a sugary, sweet, fluffy, creamy dessert. As I'm sure you've all heard and as I've mentioned before, this smells like the most delicious creme brulee dessert ever. This is such a simplistic and linear scent, yet it's so sophisticated. So there isn't a lot of depth here. It doesn't take you on a journey. It's very linear, but this is a beautiful scent. This pairs with literally anything, and it gives your scents a sweetness and a sophistication. And that's what I love about this. This is probably my top vanilla for life because this is just so beautiful. I think what I love the most about this is how it's very light and fluffy and sweet. So it's like a cloud of sweetness rather than thick and syrupy or milky. This is just a light, fluffy cloud of sweetness. So it never gets too heavy or too cloying, no matter how much you spray. I have oversprayed this and it stayed very sophisticated. It stayed very nice. It was very nice. Now this isn't the most projecting fragrance, but this is a very long lasting fragrance, especially if you overspray. This is going to be on you all day. especially on your clothes. So I love this, and of course the bottle is so me. Again, it's a very sophisticated bottle with like a statement top, which again is so me. I love putting simple things with like statement pieces as far as style goes, and I feel like this bottle is perfect. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous bottle, and the bottle matches the scent inside. Very sophisticated with like a little bit of a statement. That's what the scent is like as well. This is a gorgeous vanilla. This is Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand, and this is such a beautiful scent, coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is one of my newest scents, and a lot of these I've acquired recently because I'm not gonna lie, I've been adding a lot of fragrances to my collection. I've also sold quite a bit, and so it's been a really exciting time. I love fragrance this time of year because I love really sweet, super sweet gourmand type of scents. They just make me happy, and so a lot of these are new, and this is another new one. This is one that has won my heart. I liked it in the beginning, but I now absolutely love this fragrance. It is one of my top fragrances for life because it's so unique, such a beautiful vanilla scent, so long lasting. It garners compliments. It is just the perfect scent for me, and that is Mani Casanad by Navitus and Sharita M here on YouTube. I've mentioned this fragrance in a few different videos, so I will link them here for you, particularly the one where I first received this fragrance, because y'all, since that time, this fragrance has developed and gotten sweeter and deeper and more beautiful and more creamy, and this is just an absolutely breathtaking scent in my opinion. I love this fragrance. This fragrance smells like a lot of different things. It's a little bit sweet, it's vanillic for sure, it's a little bit woody. To me, this macerated so beautifully and got more creamy upon maceration, and it sort of began to remind me of creme brulee. So that tells me that this is only going to get more creamy, sweeter, and much more beautiful over time. It has been, I think, a couple of months now since I've had it, and y'all, this is absolutely gorgeous. I do get a little bit of a woodiness from it, but it's the amberwood, and I think that's why people are getting a smoky vibe from this fragrance. But to me, this is not like smoky in the least bit. I think the amberwood is what people are smelling in this fragrance and what's giving it that toasted or that fireside type of vibe, but it doesn't get too strong for me. To me, it's a supportive note, that amberwood, and then all I get from this is sweet, vanillic, creme brulee flavored ice cream, but it's not cold ice cream. This is like after the ice cream has began to melt a little bit, or if you've ever picked up a carton of ice cream, when you get down to the bottom of it, the scent that you get from that vanilla, when you could really smell it, it's no longer cold, so it's more potent, it has a little bit more of a stronger scent. That's what this smells like to me. So it's not like a fresh vanilla ice cream, it's more like a melted vanilla ice cream. It's not too sweet, never gets too sweet. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I've gotten compliments with this, and I just enjoy the way that I smell when I have this on. This is also very long lasting. It projects so beautifully. It leaves an incredible sillage. It lasts for hours. You can wear this and it'll last you all day. And I am obsessed. I love this. It's really good, y'all. So for that reason, this is number 2 on this list. Okay, coming in at number 2 is Mani Casanad by Navitus and Sharita M here on YouTube. This fragrance made number 1 because it is a niche fragrance that has a very unique characteristic. This is a fragrance that when I wear it, it smells absolutely unique, and I love that about it. It has a very natural smell to it. It's very sweet, it's a little lactonic, it's everything that I want in a scent. It's not too sweet, so it has a little bit of a seriousness to it. It's cozy, perfect for all year round. It's not a heavy scent. I've worn this during different times of the year, and it performs beautifully any time of year, so it's a year-round scent for me. One of the things I love about this scent is that the house uses very high quality ingredients, and you can tell, you can smell it. And so for all of those reasons, this fragrance came in at number 1, and that is Quilombo by Fueguia 1833. This fragrance is very simple, a very simple and linear fragrance. So similar to Escapade Gourmand, this one is very simplistic, but it is such a beautiful scent. It's a very sweet, milky vanilla. It has like this condensed milk vibe, which I think is why it's so unique. And it also has a Mexican vanilla. So the vanilla in here smells so natural. It doesn't smell artificial. It doesn't smell synthetic. This is one of the most natural smelling scents that I have in my collection. It's absolutely gorgeous. For me, I can kind of appreciate the vanilla that is in here because it's a very pure vanilla, almost like the smell of pure hot chocolate, the actual hot chocolate sticks that are used for hot chocolate. The difference between that and like a packaged hot chocolate, that's how natural this smells compared to other vanilla fragrances. It smells very, very authentic, very organic, very natural and beautiful. I love how simplistic this is. And I also love that although it's a lactonic fragrance, it's also very refined. It's very refined. I wouldn't go so far as to call this sophisticated, but it is refined. And so this is a beautiful fragrance to wear all year round. I love wearing this at home, before bed, but I've been absolutely loving this on the colder days. This is also beautiful in the springtime and in the summer. If you want to add some sweetness, some depth, some richness to your scents, this is a good one as well. This is pricey for what you get. It's a very small amount, very pricey, but the fragrance inside is worth it in my opinion. And I'm one that I don't mind paying a higher price point for a quality product, and this is it. This is such a beautiful scent. Love it. This is Quilombo by Fueguia 1833, and this is #1 on my list of vanilla fragrances in my current collection. All right, friend, that wraps up this video. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch. And if you are still here, let me know down in the comments if you have any of these vanillas or if you plan on getting any of the ones I showed today. And also let me know if you had to rank your top 5 vanilla fragrances in your collection, what would those top 5 be? I'm always looking to learn about more scents, and so I would love to know what your top 5 are. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. And if you're not a part of the family but you enjoy fragrance content, I do quite a bit of it on this channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. Before you click off today, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. Keep smiling, keep shining your beautiful light because it really does show. So I want you to leave this video thinking on those things, thinking on those lovely things today. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.